Hey, back again. Now, the last vegetable I'm going to put in here is carrots. Carrots are really easy to grow. Everything I've planted in here today is just you'll actually eat the foliage and the bulb that it creates. So it's really easy for beginners. If you're starting out growing vegetables and you're a bit unsure, you know, well, what do I grow? First of all, grow what you like to eat. I like fennel, I like spinach, and I love carrots. So that's, for me, is really good. Secondly, just something easy to begin with. There's no need for you to be putting up trellises, growing beans and squashes and all that kind of stuff. Just build up over time. So things like spinach, silver beet, fennel, carrots, radishes, all that kind of stuff. That just foliage plants are really, really easy. So try and stick with that stuff first. Main thing with carrots, now I've put a few in, and as you can see, I've just gone along and just made little finger holes. Now obviously carrots are long, so I want to make sure it's got a nice deep hole. Because it doesn't have a spreading root system, I'm going to eat what's below the ground. I want to make sure that it's in there and it's nice and tucked in, so to speak, and ready to go. Now, I'm using seedlings again. Now, when you get them, you'll probably find that initially you'll have too many, because you get hundreds for a couple of bucks. So seeds are easy to grow from, carrots are easy to grow from seed, but seedlings are a really, really easy way to go to. For a few bucks, you get stacks. Alright, now I've put a few in, so I'll demonstrate what I've been doing. Now, there's the carrot seedling. Pretty easy. Now, all it is, you can see here, when you grow seeds, what the vegetable does first is send up the feeder leaves. So it has these little feeder leaves, insignificant leaves, that draw in the energy for the rest of the vegetable to keep growing. Now that's them here, these two little nondescript ones. So once they've done their job, then it sends out the real growth, the foliage that we all know as being carrot foliage. So really, really easy. So all we need to do, just be gentle with them. I kind of treat planting stuff like this as just like a meditative process, as much as that might sound like a bit of a joke. It is kind of meditative. I just enjoy doing it, so just don't think of it as a chore. Just enjoy being in the garden and having fun, and just think about what you're actually growing, and just think of it as it grows along. It's just an exciting process, I think, anyway. Now I've got these fairly close together because these are small bunching carrots. They're not the big hardcore carrots that we all see in the supermarket, etc. I know you're getting that wind noise, so sorry about that. I'm trying to find some kind of wind sock or something to help with the noise, so please, sorry about that. It was a nice still day before. Alright, so now I've dug the hole, got my finger in there, put the carrot in, nice and gentle, squash it around, level it off, and that's it. Really easy. We'll grab another one. Just be gentle with it. Squash it in, down, and there you go. Now insects that are attracted to these kind of vegetables too, especially carrots, carrot fly, all that kind of stuff, are attracted to broken and bruised leaves. So you don't want to just be willy-nilly and break things off, because they can smell it for like a K away. So you don't want that. If possible, try not to only spray things if I see the evidence of insects or pests on it. If there's nothing eating anything, then I don't bother with it. Just a small daily inspection, and you'll just see if something's, you know, attacking or eating your vegetables. If nothing's attacking or eating them, then don't bother spraying them. Well, that's what I think anyway. So I'll put one more in while I've got you anyway. So now they're all bunched together on here too, so just be gentle with it, pry it apart. You might end up throwing some away too initially, because you just get stacks. I'll try and put these in other places in the garden if I run out of room. Pop it in, push it over, and there you go. Easy. Now I'll mulch around these too, and I'll fertilise the whole lot just with a nice organic fertiliser, and I'll give it another water in, and I'll keep the water up for the next, probably daily for the next 2 weeks, and then after that I'll ease off a little bit as they get a bit stronger. Alright, now the other thing I wanted to mention too is this mulch. Now with annual beds like these, where you're pulling stuff in and out all year, try and stay aware of the seasonal part of things too, because like say with this, it's late summer here, these are late summer vegetables. I'm going to grow these for about another 6 weeks, thereabouts. Now what I'll do then This sugarcane mulch is full of nitrates, breaks down into the soil really well and puts back a bit of what the vegetables have taken out. So once all this is grown, I pull everything out. This breaks down well, so I'll turn this back over. I'll put some more manure back into it, probably sheep manure, a bit of cow manure, and then I'll leave it for about a month, and then I'll come back and I'll put back in the winter vegetables too. So your vegetables are always taking stuff out, taking nutrients out of the soil, when they're growing obviously, so you want to be replacing that too, and give the garden bed a bit of a break, I reckon too. And I wanted to talk about crop rotation too, but I'll talk about that when I come back and put the winter vegetables in. Crop rotation is literally just keeping a record of what you're planting where and trying to keeping the different vegetables in different spots on a 4-year basis. So just quickly, say for example I'd planted tomatoes here, I wouldn't plant tomatoes in this bed again for another 4 seasons. I'd probably plant like brassicas or something else in here as well, like say cabbage or something, a different family. But I'll ramble on forever about that. So this is planting carrots. If you have any questions about carrots or anything like that, give me a yell. Other thing I should mention too, be aware when you're planting carrots that there's no rocks or debris or really fresh manure in the bed too, because carrots are very kind of sensitive to things like that. If they hit an object or there's debris in there, they'll actually kink and turn or just stop and stub out from there. So you'll get carrots that are stubby and bent and split. So you've got to be careful of that too. If there are a lot of fresh manures and things in there too, contrary to what you might think that they'd enjoy it, they actually don't, carrots. So they'll actually turn and literally do a U-turn and head back up, and you'll get all these carrots that are all distorted, and you might end up green sometimes, so you might end up just giving them to the sheep or whatever, or to your chooks or what have you. So be aware of that too. So nice, free, friable soil too. Cool. Any questions about growing carrots or any of the other vegetables that I've put in today, just give me a yell, alright? Cool. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.